How to know what pictures to put in your ads. Hey, that'd be great, right? If you knew what pictures to put in your ads, if the pictures that you put in your ads you knew would convert. In other words, you knew you would sell, you knew you would get the opt-ins, you know you would get the emails. Well, in this video I'm going to show you a proven method where you'll know which images will work on your ads, and we're starting right now. Hey, I'm JR Fisher. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Click that button below down there, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, turn on all notifications. Ring the bell. Got to ring the bell. You got to turn on all notifications. If you do that, you become what? A family member, part of the Fisher family, part of the VIP folks that actually get notified as soon as I do a new video. Other people don't know that. They're gonna go searching for it. You'll know that. Makes it simple, right? Then you can watch it at that moment or at any time in the future when it's convenient for you. I also want to give you some free training. It's a $97 e-commerce course. You can get it absolutely free. It's down in the description below. Just click the link and learn. Don't need any credit cards or anything like that. You just click the link, go over there and start learning about e-commerce. Okay, now let's jump onto this image thing, and I want to share with you a process that I use and my companies use that works really well, and I've taught it to a lot of people and they've gotten really fantastic results, and you're gonna have it in just a minute. I do want to tell you, if you don't know anything about me, I've been selling online since 2009, and I've sold millions of dollars of both physical and digital products over the years, and I've learned a bunch of stuff, and that's basically what this channel is. On this channel I teach you how to start, run, and grow online businesses so that you can get good results too, and we've tested all these things, and these are things that we actually do on a daily basis. Now, in the past, I will tell you, I spent tons of money on non-performing ads in the beginning before I accidentally discovered this foolproof technique to test images. And this is a really cool technique, and I literally stumbled upon it, and I want to kind of share with you a story first, because I kind of thought it up and I kind of didn't. It just kind of came to me. But here's what was going on. I had written a book, and it was the 4 steps to find profitable products to sell online. We were selling that book on Facebook ads, and it was doing pretty well, and I thought, wow, that's really good. We've got an ad that works, and we're selling these books and we're making some money. And then one morning I woke up and I thought to myself, wow, that book works, but keep in mind this book was actually a PDF book, so there was no physical book to send the person. What you did is you sent them a file, and that particular file had the picture of the book and all that good stuff on there, and all the verbiage and what they had to do in the book. So it was very easy to change what that book looked like. So I thought to myself, I wonder if that book cover, if we could change that book cover and get different results. So we had our graphic artist design like 10-12 more book covers. We ran the same exact ad, and we found out that one of the book covers converted like 4 times better than the one we had been running. And I thought, wow, that's really pretty interesting, but it would be really expensive to run all these conversion ads with all these books. So I got to thinking about it, and we came down with this particular idea, which I thought was really good, is that we would actually test the images first. Now here's how we went about testing the images. Okay, the first thing we had to do is do this on the cheap. Okay, so we narrowed it down to 3 countries that had a lot of people, had a lot of interaction, and the ads were really, really cheap. So it was the Philippines, India, and Pakistan. These were the 3 countries that we honed in on. Now, knowing that they probably are not going to buy the product, what we wanted to do is to run a post on our page, a particular post on our page, and run it to those 3 countries to see which images those people liked the most, which ones they interacted with, because what we figured out was in those countries we could get clicks for 0.00004 cents, which was really pretty cheap. So what we did is we would pick 10 to 12 images of our product with the same exact copy on it, and we would send those particular posts to an engagement campaign. Now I'm not talking conversions, we're not trying to sell anything, we just want to see how people engage. Now by definition, an engagement campaign is likes and shares and comments. So we figured that if people actually liked certain photos of the book or the product more than others, then that would give us some insight. So what we did is we ran it to these particular 3 countries. Each country would get 10 to 12 images of the exact same ad, but the image was different in every ad. And lo and behold, what we figured out was after 2 or 3 days, some of these images would have thousands of likes on them, and it would have a ton of comments and shares, and other ones would not. So what we essentially did is we bought the data. We figured out which countries liked certain images. Now these images were the type of image that had really nothing to do with the country, so you don't want to run, you know, a picture of one of their flags or something like that, because obviously that would get more interaction. They had nothing to do with the countries whatsoever. They were just a cover on a book, maybe somebody's face on it or something like that. And like I said, in the case of my book, it was just my face on the book, different color covers for the books, and it didn't say anything different. You want to be very careful that you don't change any of the verbiage. You just want to change the images. And on my book, I just did a whole bunch of different book covers with the same text on each one. Now by doing it this way, what we actually had was a post on our page. Now every post on your page will actually have a post ID. The reason it has a post ID is because you can actually take a post on your page, and when you set up the post, you only want to set it up for running ads. Okay, you don't want to set it up to appear on your page because you've got all these images going to your page. That's not what you want. And if you set it up this way, it only goes to an ad, and you've got this post ID. So once you've run this test, and I would suggest running the test 3 to 5 days, somewhere around there, you do want to get into the hundreds or thousands of clicks and likes on your particular images, but only spend $5 a day. So if you're actually running this to 3 countries, which is the Pakistan, India, and the Philippines, each one is going to get $5, and under each campaign you're going to have the 10 images with the exact same copy. In doing that, you're going to be spending about $15 a day. Not a lot of money, but it's enough. You don't need to spend more than that. You don't need to put $10, $15, $20. $5 is sufficient, and it will actually take that $5 and spread it over those 10 images in each one of those countries. You do want to make sure that when you run this, that you have the same exact images for each country. Okay, so that's really important too, so you can start comparing, because what you'll notice is that in some countries, you know, they're going to pick one image, another country they may pick another image, but overall certain images will get more likes, shares, and comments. Now once you've done this for 3 to 5 days, you then know what images are going to work. Now here's the cool thing: you've actually seasoned these posts. And what I mean by seasoning them is that at the bottom of the post now, it's going to show how many people liked it, it's going to show how many people shared it, it's going to show how many comments on it. So it makes that post look really popular, and it's super easy to get thousands of likes on an image by sending it to one of these 3 countries. So you've got these ads now, and they're all engagement ads. You're not going to sell anything. And I know some people will say, well my gosh, if you're getting thousands of likes and somebody's going to buy. They don't. Okay, so they don't. Calm down. They're not going to buy your product in those countries. There is not. I mean, there could be a fluke that would, but overall we found that after thousands and thousands and thousands of these, nobody ever did buy the product. So we're just using this to season the post, and we're using it to get interaction, because our next step is going to be to run conversion ads. Now we run our conversion ads to the big 4. The big 4 are the USA, Canada, Australia, and the UK. Now it's a whole lot more expensive to run ads to those countries, but now we're going to switch over to a conversion ad. A conversion ad is where somebody actually makes a purchase of your product. So what we do is we set up our conversion ads, and instead of making the ad, we go to that particular post that we used for our engagement, get that post ID, and we plug that into our ad, and it'll actually pull up that original post. Now here's the cool thing: it not only pulls up the original post, it pulls up all the likes and shares and comments. So when you're running your conversion ad now to the US, to Canada, to Australia, and the UK, it brings over this post with all this interaction on it. So all that interaction, when you actually run your conversion ad, people see that it's got 4,000 likes on it, it's got, you know, 200 comments on it, it's got 20 shares on it, and they go, oh my gosh, this is a really popular post, this is something we should probably look at. you've got the social proof. So then what we do is we pick these 2 or 3 that worked in the engagement campaign. We put them now in our conversion campaign, and lo and behold, guess what? People will buy. They buy because we've already tested these images. We know what images are going to work. Now the only caveat to this is obviously you have to have a good sales page. There's more parts to this, and I teach this in a lot of my training. As a matter of fact, there is a $97 course below. You can click on it. You can get it absolutely free for a limited time, no credit card or anything like that, so you can learn some more of these techniques. But this particular one works awesome, works really well. And then what you can do, because you don't want to stop testing, what this has done is this allowed you to test your images, which is great. Now we know what images are going to work, and it allowed you to season your ad. It allowed you to have an ad that has some credibility, some social proof on it. But now what you want to do is, once you've got say 3 of these images with the exact same text on them, what you may want to do now is change maybe a headline on each one, and that way maybe that headline will get you even more sales. So you want to continue testing. Now once you've done this and you've drilled down and you've got a profitable ad, you want to go back to square one. You want to take the same product and get 10 more images or 12 more images and run that engagement campaign again. And then once you run it again, you can pull over those pictures, put it in the conversion campaign, and get results. So as you can see, it is simple, it's easy to do, and more important than all that, it actually works. So that's how you're going to select your images. If you're having trouble with figuring out images or doing all that stuff, put a comment below and ask me, and I'll give you some links to places where you can get images. There's a lot of free software out there. You can go to Canva to create your images. You can take your own pictures, which is a really good idea. Make sure if you take your own pictures that of course you have good lighting and a good camera and it's clear and all that. And if you're not good at that, you can always hire somebody at Canva or Upwork to do some of that stuff. If it's a local person in your country, wherever you are, you can actually mail them the product. They can take some pictures for you. So these are some great things you can do to figure out your images, and images are really important. It's the #1 reason why people click. You do have to have good text, you do have to have good ad copy, you do have to have a good sales page, and of course you have to have a good product, and of course you have to have good pricing. But this gives you a jump start on those images, because that's the #1 problem that people have when they run ads. They don't know what image to put in there. So put your comments below. Which one of these techniques, which one of these things do you like? Have you tried any of this? What are you doing to get results on your ads? I would love to hear it. Put your comments below. Don't forget to do that. Now if you are somebody who has not subscribed to this channel, you got to do so. You got to go down there and click that subscribe button. It's so very important. It can really affect your business. It can help you start running, grow your online business, but you got to subscribe. You got to start with that first step. Now next to that subscribe button is a bell. You got to ring the bell. It sounds just like that. Got to ring that bell, and then there's going to be a little drop down, and you got to pick turn on all notifications. When you do that, you will become part of the Fisher family, the VIP group. And you know what'll happen when I do one of these videos? I can actually let you know. I can actually notify you and tell you, hey, I just did a video for you, Sally, for you, Mark, for you, Jenny. I did a video for you. Pretty cool, right? You'll be part of the family. You'll love that. Don't forget, grab the course, $97 course, absolutely free. Like this video if you got some value out of it. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Either way, give me some interaction. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.